Hello and welcome to The Couch. I'm your host Chloe and on today's show is Charlotte. Hello. Hi, nice to meet you. Where have you travelled from today?
I've travelled from all the way down the south coast and it was a very long way to come.
So I hear you're a member of the British Gymnastics as well as Gymnastics. Gymnastics. So what inspired you to be a gymnast?
Definitely the Olympics was a major factor into the whole inspiration of it. The circus, because everyone goes to the circus and you see all these acrobatics and it makes you think, wow, I wish I was that cool. When I was younger, I was just generally into throwing myself around a bit.
So was there anyone that inspired you in terms of the Olympics to go ahead with your passion?
Definitely Niall Wilson, because he was a major inspiration to me, because he went from such a normal person as per se, and he was just able to achieve his dreams and just go for it, and it just really makes you think it doesn't matter where you come from, you can just go ahead and do what you want to do.
So you're a coach at Gymnastics. As a coach, obviously there's lots of challenges that you generally face, but with children there's often a lot more. So what sort of challenges do you often come across?
There's definitely, I'd say, three main challenges. It's confidence for them actually having the confidence to try it, or they're overly confident and you have to try and bring them down to do easier things. And then there's understanding, so getting them to understand what you're trying to make them do and them actually understanding it. And the third one is practice. Because the thing with children is, I don't know whether you might know this or not, but their attention span is not very long. So they can easily get frustrated if they can't get it the first or second time. So you really have to try and keep them to practice doing it so they can do it.
So obviously Niall Wilson was one of the big influences towards your gymnastics and obviously the Olympics as well. But do you see yourself going for the Olympics in the future?
As much as I'd like to think so, I don't think I will, because there's so much more training and time that's required to be up to that standard, and it's a very far-fetched idea for me at the moment. So I think I'd rather go for something smaller, like just doing other competitions that are less asking, I guess.
So being a coach, have you won many awards and things?
As a coach, I've won a youth service award. I got that back in February, and I actually brought that with me. So it's just a basic certificate. It says youth service award on it. And that was awarded to me for being a coach.
I've also noticed that you're wearing a medal. Was that related to this award?
No, this medal is for completing the core levels from 8 to 1. It's backwards. I don't know why they do it like that, but they do. So it just has British Gymnastics on it, and then it says Proficiency Core at the back. That's why I got this.
Wow, that's a big word, isn't it?
Very jealous.
Proficiency core. I would have no idea what that means. With gymnastics as well, you have to wear a certain uniform. So in terms of your gymnastics club, what uniform are you required to wear?
So everyone has to wear leotards if you have one. If you're first starting out, it's understandable that you don't have a leotard, but you need to wear leggings or shorts. Either one's fine. And I'll show you the leotard that you can purchase from the club. It's just your basic leotard. It has lightnings on it because that's the sort of group they call it. It's the lightning group, I suppose. And they're available in a range of sizes, and they're also suitable for boys. So that's good.
So obviously social media is a big thing nowadays, and I've noticed that you're also an Instagram influencer when it comes to gymnastics, and if you're on Instagram for that. What do you find that often gets the most response online?
Definitely video edits are quite popular, but I don't do them as often because they take a lot of time to make, and obviously you have to film them and edit them, and it takes a lot of time, so I mainly just post photos but they do get quite a lot of attention.
Obviously, I noticed that actually you had a Niall Wilson account. Is that correct?
Yes, I've created a Niall Wilson edit account, and I posted quite a few photos, and then I tried posting a video, and the video actually went better than I thought because it got noticed. That was good, and the photo actually got liked by Niall Wilson's sister. So that was quite an achievement for that sort of account.
Yeah, so that sort of thing keeps you going. Also, I've noticed that you've also got a YouTube channel, well, 2 YouTube channels. So you have JGG, which is for more than one person, and then your own personal channel, which you also keep running as well. So how do you cope with these channels, and what do you find often again gets the most views?
Well, in terms of the collab channel, basically the idea is you have 7 people, but we actually had 8 because we had twins. So we had 8 people posting 7 days a week. So we'd have, so I planned it out where I would film a day, and then I would edit a day, and then I'd post it for my day. And everyone else would do the same thing. But the mistake I made there was giving everyone access to the account. So we had an issue where videos got deleted by accident. So that was a bit of a problem. So definitely wouldn't do that again. Definitely keep the account just one person having the password, and then just emailing the videos.
Yes, that's a really high security issue. So in terms of your gymnastics career, where do you see yourself going in the future?
I'd most likely go into coaching or judging, possibly. I'd like to maybe have my own sort of gymnastics club, because that would be a nice goal of mine. It'd be nice to achieve that. Whether I will or not, we'll see, I suppose.
Obviously, there's quite a lot of people out there who's now interested in sports and gymnastics itself. Is there any advice you'd like to give the audience?
Definitely. Don't worry about how old you are, because there's always availabilities for different ages, including adults. So just really put yourself out there, just go for it. Just keep your confidence high. Don't let things just give up too easily. Don't give up, basically. Just keep going, and you can do whatever you want.
Well, thank you so much for coming on today's show. Could you give us a quick a little spin showing off your top, because I've also noticed it's personally designed, so it has Charlotte's name on there, and also says that she's a coach, and it's a lovely top. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you very much, I enjoyed it.
And folks, don't forget to stay tuned for next week's interview episode, and we'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye.